You probably negotiated it when
We're
we
officially
first
live.
got the gig, right?
Awesome.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Everybody can see us. Stop talking.
Hey. So I should stop talking about human milk. Got it.
Yeah. No more human milk talk.
All right.
I was riding the mic mute on and off depending on conversation. We were having fun with it. We'll see.
Zip in the lip. Got it.
But we're officially live. Everybody can see us. This is the weekly Syrinscape Cyberpunk Red actual play. This is session 3 of Don't Have a Cow. This is an ongoing sort of thing. We're going to break up the campaigns kind of titled like that into seasons. We'll see how it goes. Thanks everybody in chat coming out super early. Robert Tables, Capricious Nature, the guys from Syrinscape, obviously, Lone Jedi. I see everybody, Alex, my beautiful wife Val Mulligan in there. That's awesome. I'm so happy when people come out nice and early and join us. Keep in mind, we're really active with the chat, so during gameplay, anybody there in the chat, if you have ideas to contribute, go for it. Sometimes, I might even ask questions or have you contribute things to the game. We love that stuff, so, join us, be part of it. Before we get started, we did kind of, not leave on a cliffhanger, but we left kind of in the middle of shit going down. But before we jump back into that, let's just go around the table real quick and everybody introduce yourself, where people can find you. And then just, tell people about your character lightly, at least the name and role. Ellen, you want to start it off?
Just as I burp. Sure thing. I'm Ellen. I'm 1/4 of Baby Beard Media with my illustrious fellow Phil. We do heaps of all the good nerdy stuff. We do Let's Plays. We do an actual play podcast called Rollcast, ROLE, where we play a different game each season. I am playing a rocker character that's slightly different from your average Joe. She doesn't inspire people through use of an instrument, rather her body, and the way she can interact with people and hold a parasocial relationship is her power in this world, and her name is Alley Katz.
Oh yeah, perfect. Brandon.
I am Brennan Perkins. You can find me at DM_Brando on socials. I do work here on this stream. I do some voice work with Syrinscape occasionally. I do writing, and I'm also part of Realmsmith. So you can check me out on any of those. I play Rush, who is a fixer.
Nice. Rockette Fox.
Yes, I am Rockette Fox. You can find me anywhere where Rockette Foxes are found online. If you are not careful and say my name 3 times, I could appear right behind you this very moment. And yeah, I am playing Hades, our Netrunner, who is real suspicious of germs. We've learned. So yeah.
Understandably, after that scene, I wouldn't want to touch anything there.
Oh, that was a lot.
Phil.
Yo, I'm Phil, also part of Baby Beard Media, as our Alley Katz mentioned, Ellen mentioned. You can find me on Twitter at Scruff, that's SKKRUF. I'll just plug our YouTube channel, as we talked about our oh my god, sorry, I'm a bit under the weather today. as we already plugged our podcast, our YouTube channel, we're deep into a bit of a BioWare marathon at the moment. Getting stuck into both Dragon Age Origins and Knights of the Old Republic, which are very exciting, getting a remake soon. So yeah, please check that out. We're having loads of fun with it, and we'd love more people to see what we're doing there. Yeah, that's it. I'm also playing Finn Bud Shrake, and he is your nihilistic solo who drifted ashore from a drift nation. And if you get him drunk, he might tell you why he left that life behind.
Nice. And yeah.
So
and
is this the first time we've heard his full name?
it might be.
Maybe.
Thinking that.
First time
It's on
said.
it's on my rolls. You can see it in the rolls.
Exactly. Yeah, it's on the sheet, but
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the first time we said it out loud, though. I like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, and you know, thanks so much for joining us. I know you're not feeling that well. You're feeling sick. Thank God it's not COVID. But you know, positive.
I've been tested, so everyone
exactly.
stream. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah. No one can catch
Not
it
giving
through
you-
the stream. This stream is COVID free. You're perfectly fine to watch it. But no, positive vibes out to you. Hope you feel better soon, and your son. I know
Thank you.
both of you weren't feeling well. So, and I appreciate you being here. I know it's
Yeah,
super
thanks,
early
man.
where you are. You guys are in the future, in the morning time there. So it is tomorrow
Sure
for
are.
you compared to us. But yeah, and I'm Rob Mulligan. I'm the game master for this campaign and this ongoing actual play of Cyberpunk Red for Syrinscape. I'm also the founder of Cyberpunk Uncensored. You can go to cyberpunkuncensored.com. Also, you can find Cyberpunk Uncensored on Twitch and on YouTube. I do all kinds of live streams, gameplay, other GMs, artists, interviews, all kinds of different series, all about Cyberpunk. We also archive a lot on the YouTube, and we have a lot of free assets on the website, all kinds of cool fillable character sheets and cards and just all kinds of useful shit there. So go to cyberpunkuncensored.com and you'll learn more. Before we get into it, I do want to give a shout out to Syrinscape. Everybody make sure you subscribe and follow. Also, shoot over to the YouTube and do the same there. If you're watching this VOD on YouTube, make sure you shoot over to the Twitch and follow and sub over there as well so you can join us for the live streams. They make awesome sound assets for your live play, so if you're a Game Master player, definitely get on top of that. It's really fun. And in fact, before we get started, I do want to just kick out some city sounds, because that's kind of where we left off. You guys were in the Haywood Industrial Zone at the Continental Brands sorting and intake-outtake warehouse. And you guys were in the middle of, well, I guess you kind of made the security guy take a break, broke into the place, finally getting into, well, I guess Rockette got into the outside system, checked out some stuff there. You guys were able to break in, killed a spider drone on your way in. Now you're in. Rockette was just getting into the system inside when we left off, and everybody was kind of hanging out. I think everybody else, or somebody searched the office warehouse, the office at one point, found a thumb drive. Other than that, we're in the system. I'm going to go over here on Roll20 to the right of the map where we left off. And Rockette Fox was up there at the top of the system. She just got in. I think you broke the password. I think you at least got through that password 6, and you ID'd everything. You saw it all, I think, because we have it all revealed. But
yeah, and I believe a demon came up right.
That's
right
what
up
it
to
was.
Say hello.
Exactly.
Hello to me.
Yeah, the demon imp, basically that glowing ball kind of came at you, popped up there in the top level, and basically just tries to take a zap at you.
Well, I don't.
Let's dive right into it. So yeah, just do your interface in 10. This is you trying to basically defend yourself. And also, don't forget too, if you have any defender programs or things that give you bonuses along the way, just remind me of things like that if you have things in place. But
Well, that would certainly be a good thing to have.
it would.
Maybe you can go shopping in between gigs.
You know,
Get some more programs.
So I got an 8 for my
Good.
Wonderful.
You dodged it.
sense of
It takes another.
demonology.
Yeah, it takes another zap at you. He has 2 net actions here.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yep, that's a
Negative.
hit.
Negative.
That went definitely worse than it could have.
Yep, you take
It's
a.
pretty wimpy.
Yeah, that zap hit you. Took 4 points of damage from your HP direct to your brain.
Okay.
No SP stopping that.
Brain damage.
But that's the end of the demon's moves. It only has 2 net moves, and now it's your turn.
That guy. All right. Okay. He would do that. All right, let's see here. Let me go ahead and let's see. I'm going to hang on, let me my stuff.
And just a reminder for that system on while you're looking through it, top level there is password 6. Second level has a control node and a hellhound, and then level 3 basically has 3 files. There's 3 options for level 3 with 3 different files, and then it goes down to level 4 from that one level 3, and down there is a file and another control node.
I like the sound of a control node. Okay. It would be a shame not to swing my sword at it.
I like that.
That would just be a shame. Yeah, let me...
It's imperative that you do.
It's imperative.
Oh,
nicely done.
As Bud multi-classes right into that rocker comedian role.
Hey,
slides right.
So you're going to stay multi-class into that dad
Stay
role.
in your lane.
Okay, we got ourselves a 12.
That's a hit. Yeah, give me the damage.
Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
The imp is not able to
The
dodge that.
sword is the +1 attack as well.
Yeah.
I wrote myself extra notes here.
Oh yeah, you just had to beat an
Yeah.
8 anyways. You really beat the hell out of that.
Good.
Right.
Good. That's what it gets. And then that's a +1 because my extra sword.
The sword is only on the
only on the
hit,
attack,
not the
yeah.
damage.
Oh,
But
only
still,
if-
that's
well,
great damage right there. 11 points of damage is great.
Imps are pretty measly.
Exactly.
Yeah, take that, you jerk.
Yeah, this imp is hanging on by a handful of pixels. You just chopped a majority of its digital body off. It just explodes. It's still standing there,
And of course,
floating.
in system, Hades would be, take that, you jerk.
Yeah, remind everybody what Hades' avatar looks like in a system.
Yeah, in system, Hades' avatar is, I've described before, if anyone is familiar with the Vampire Hunter D, very, very pale, very masculine guy, with this sleek black outfit, bare-chested, cigar hanging out the mouth, very pale, big black horns, very shiny horns, deep voice, sword, probably a big sword. Why not? I'm gonna have a sword. Have a big sword. So that is in system Hades.
Nice. Yeah, way different than real life Hades.
Yes.
I like that. All right, go for it. You still got two net moves here, right?
Yeah, let's zap it.
Yeah, go for it.
10.
Yep, that's a hit.
10.
Damage.
And
Zap is just 1d6.
Yeah. Well, let's see where'd my rollers go? There we go. And what?
It's still hanging
so
on.
sad.
It's still hanging on, but you can do another zap.
Oh, I was even. Well, apparently I'm not going to do anything else.
Get him out of the way.
Yeah, that missed.
Roll 20. What are you doing to me? I try and zap and I just whoop. Who left this digital banana peel in here?
The imp's just like.
I like that. There's somebody should invent some type of program or black ice or something like a digital banana peel that like messes up your slide or something. I don't know. There's something there. There's something there.
What if you had an imp that was like old school, like retro 8-bit Donkey Kong?
Oh,
yeah. I just got a barrel. I got a barrel to the face just then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, you miss. Everybody else, you see. Everybody else is seeing Hades there in the system. Obviously, dealing with black ice and things took a little bit of damage. You did find that thumb drive. Other than that, you're hanging out. You're in the warehouse waiting for her. Is there anything particular anybody wants to do? Because otherwise, I'm going to get back to Hades and maybe streamline this run since everyone's hanging out. You know what I mean? But let me know.
I wouldn't mind being somewhere I can look out in case that guy lets the warehouse owners know we're here.
Okay. Sure, you can move your token.
Like, where's the best place to look out? Is there a roof I can get to, or just a window I can look on the main street?
Yeah, there's no roof access to this warehouse, but there's this double door right here that I believe is the one that Hades opened, so it's open. There's also a front door here that's not opened. Correct me if I'm wrong, this is the side door. That's where she entered, right? She opened it to the outside system. Okay, yeah. Then that's open. You could post up there and at least see in between these crates towards the front gate. You can at least see towards the docks.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold there and just...
Otherwise, the only other spot I would say is maybe over here by the front delivery window. There's probably some big, plain glass panel or something you could see out front. So it depends on which way you want to look.
Yeah, I was wondering
I think this gives me those angles, so I'll stay... Yeah.
Okay. What was that?
I was wondering if, up there, that plane of glass, like, up the stairs, like, over here, is,
why don't
an office kind of thing?
No.
You look out that way.
Yeah, you can be there and look out. That's the little drive-up window, similar to, like, a bank teller drive-up window. Like, vans probably pull up here, get loaded up with bags of kibble to deliver to certain places and such. But you can see out that way. So at least now both of you are looking out different ways. Let's streamline. Let's get back. Unless something happens, I'll interrupt. But obviously, let's get back to Hades and let the system kind of do
imp
it.
just wreck me for whatever reason.
Yeah. So back to you. The imp. The imp takes another zap at you.
Oh, this guy. I feel like that's what everyone hears outside too. Just Hades, just like, what? Come on!
Rush is in there with you. I can just see him like doing the old boxer thing. Just like...
you got this, kid. You got this, kid. He's like the Mickey of Rocky. He's like, kid, get him.
You're a wrecking machine.
Yeah. You're an animal.
Can you believe this guy? Look at him.
It's got really New Yorky as a way.
Would
you believe this guy here?
All right, give me your interface.
This guy.
Go.
Right.
Yeah, give me your interface. Nice. Yeah, you miss it. The imp takes a zap at you, misses, but then instead of that second move, the imp drops back down out of sight. Looks like it went down some levels, and then all of a sudden, that side door closes, and you hear all the doors go and lock up. The side door right in front of you, bud. Yeah. Then you hear all the doors lock. But back over to you, Hades. You still have your 3 net moves. That's what happened.
Oh, this guy. All right. Okay. Let me inquire from you this, because this would be my first time using this. If I were to use, since the imp is no longer here, and I would like to descend down the sinister path, if I were to use Worm...
Well, Worm is to get past passwords.
So that's just...
Hold on a minute. What is the Worm? Because the back door...
increase all backdoor checks by +2 as long as the
you could use that to break passwords. I think what you're looking to do is maybe slide. What are you trying to do?
I was just going to try and make it easier as I keep descending.
Okay, yeah, well, your options as a Netrunner, you can go down to the next level. There's a Hellhound there. You've already broke that first password. Then you're basically going to be facing this Hellhound and a control node. You could use slide to try to get past it. A Hellhound would have to use its perception to see you. Hellhounds are a little bit difficult to slide by, but not impossible.
Yeah.
Or you could just try to fight it.
Oh my god, okay, we're going down.
Ignore it and run down to your...
That's true too, yeah. Going different levels doesn't cost a move. You could just go ba and go and try to do something. Keeping in mind it's going to follow you if you don't slide, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but then it's going to follow me.
But you can go all the way down.
That's going to be a fucking issue, so.
But you can always go down, use your 3 moves. Use 2 moves, use your last move to jack out before it even attacks you. That's a technique. But it depends on how much time you're going to want to be in there to control, do files, things, I don't know.
There's a lot of files that I want
in there. You have options, though.
Yeah. The risk-reward thing with running.
Yeah, if not for the imp still hanging out here and me rolling so poorly, I might be feeling more nimble, but I'm not doing well. All right, let's go ahead and just let's scooch on down. Let's just scooch on down to where this hellhound be hanging out.
I hate these things. Good luck.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, you drop down, you're seeing this hellhound, this digital sort of wolf figure, glowing eyes, and it's just chanting your name over and over like Hades, Hades, Hades. And it's just this digital repeat when you drop down, and it's going to try to get an attack off on you, so you got to do a little speed check here. So give me your interface.
12.
Nice.
Base down.
Yep,
not
you
right.
beat it. It did not get the jump on you, so you've got your 3 moves.
Good. All right. I would like to sword punch it.
Sword punch him. Go for it.
It's every time I say it, I'm just like, is it a sword or a giant fist on a stick that I'm just swinging around? That was another 12.
Nice. That's a hit. You just had to beat an 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me damage.
All right, let's do it. 11.
Nice. That's how you did last time, too. That's good.
Nothing if not consistent.
Yeah, you just sliced about half of this hellhound off. You just cut it in half. Half of it's still there, though. The front half, the half with teeth. So that's the most dangerous part. So be careful. Still got 2 moves on it.
You got this, Rock.
You got this.
And then I'm gonna zap it.
Okay.
I'm gonna zap it, Coach.
I'm rolling horribly. It's got to be a 7.
Oh,
that one missed. I was just like,
I'm talking
and I just said I'm rolling horribly too, and then you did even worse. So yeah, that one missed. You have
Yeah.
one more zap here.
This is what I was talking about with that consistency business. All right, 7.
Nice. Yep, that's a hit.
Oh my lord. Okay, let's see. And 5.
Nice. It's still hanging on, and it lunges and tries to take a bite out of you.
Oh my goodness.
9. Oh, it got you.
I got bit.
Your deck's overheating.
4 points of damage direct to your HP, and you catch on fire unless you have insulated wiring.
No, I don't. Oh, I am on fire, everyone.
Yeah, so she just caught on fire. Whoever's in that room with her, I imagine Rush is still right there. You see her insulated wiring and her kind of catch on fire when that happens. Now, everyone, you kind of know as a Netrunner, you have to now use a meat action to put yourself out. Otherwise, you're going to take 2 points of damage each round from here on. Mm-hmm. Which you got to take another 2 points of damage because you just caught on fire. But if you don't want to use your meat action to do it, since Rush is right there and sees it, he could technically put you out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I'm right there. Could I put that out without getting too handsy?
Yeah, you can do that. You can whip off your jacket, kind of pat her out.
If I'm on fire, you can get as handsy as you would like.
He starts roasting marshmallows.
No, you know what? Get like if you have to lay hands to put out that fire, you please do that.
Is there like a electrical fire blanket on the wall or something? That you can,
no, nothing nearby.
Rush, my brain's on fire! I am literally on fire!
All right, so I'm patting it out, and I'm gonna have to tell Cypress about this. Oh no, yeah. So I'm patting it out. Is there a check or anything to see how well I do, or?
No. I'll just let you. You can put it out. Just take some meat action to put her out. We'll say use your jacket or something and easily pat it out. It's not like a huge fire or anything. But yeah, back to you, Hades.
All right. I'm gonna sword punch it. This freaking hellhound wolf face again with. Hey, you stop! Hey,
hit! Ooh, I thought I did good too.
13.
All right, come on, damage.
You take my name out of your mouth.
He's only hanging on by a few pixels here. You should be able to.
13.
Nice. Yeah, you can describe how you just ended this this black ice hellhound.
At this point, now Hades is mad. Hades takes a sword and is like, "You lit me on fire!" And just takes a sword and just like takes it and runs forward and just like shoves it in the hellhound's mouth and just like takes it and like slices it down and just like pulls the mouth in half and just like snaps the mouth open and just like and just like starts taking just like, "Don't light me on fire again!"
Oh my god.
So anybody in the room, Rush, you probably have to do an athletics check to back up and look out for Hades' flailing arms.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding.
Which in reality, Hades' voice is, "You lit me on fire!
Right.
I can't believe you did this to me!
Right. But yeah, you just destroyed it. You're basically facing a control node, and then like you see, 3 levels below with files, and then a 4th level, obviously where the imp went.
What kind of controls do I have available to my person?
Yeah, you have to give me that roll. You'd have to break a 6.
Yeah. Break a 6. 8.
Nice. Yeah, you got control of this node, and you're seeing it's controlling the intercom system, all the lights, and all the locks.
Real quick, Hades is gonna unlock the side door. But he'll hear those go to unlock again. And then Hades just starts
A roller coaster.
He starts flickering the lights and then sends her voice over the intercom and goes, "I am Hades the All-Powerful!" And
You must be done with that imp then.
Whatever's going on, she's doing well, I guess.
and is that going to descend down to the next level?
Okay, which one do you want to go to? You have left, middle, or right. Right, is the one that keeps going down.
Let's get those deep. Let's get those important.
Okay, yeah, you can go over. You go over to that right 3rd level there, and you're looking at a file with an ID of 6, or dropping down to the 4th level.
I want the biggest stuff, the biggest, most important things. We're gonna go all the way.
Okay. Yeah, you drop down to the next level, and you're basically seeing a control node. You're seeing a file, and the demon imp is there. The second you drop down, he takes a zap at you. Did you give me a roll?
What do you have for me? I rolled a 7.
Okay, yeah, he hit.
Oh my god!
Only 1 point of damage.
All right, acceptable.
And you don't catch on fire, at least with an imp. So. But he takes another zap with his second move.
Oh, come on. Well, I get hit by it.
It was a hit because I subtract 7. I rolled horribly, but you did even worse.
Yeah, no, I just...
2 points of damage.
Did I hit myself in all of that, perhaps?
Right. Yeah,
did it miss and I just, slapped myself in the face?
2 more points of damage. And the imp is standing there, floating there, barely hanging on by a few pixels. You can tell it's still heavily damaged. Your turn.
I'm going to sword this imp. Just real angrily.
Yeah.
8. Come on, imp, you want it.
Nope, that missed.
No!
It dodges that swing.
Oh, come on! Well, I'm going to zap it then.
Okay.
Master Netrunner right here.
Oh my god, I'm getting my butt handed to me. Oh,
nice.
well,
That's
I get a 12 on the zap.
Damage.
And 5.
Nice. Yeah, you can describe how you finished off the last few pixels of this imp.
Oh my god. So after the imp, just this few pixels of imp, just I imagine it's a very weak, from the imp. And it comes over and Hades is just like, ah! 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 And just trying to wave the sword, and just the sword just clatters to the ground. And takes a cigar and just very, very dramatically reaches over and just right on these last pixels.
Nice. Well, now you finished it off. You're down here at the bottom level. You're facing a control node 6 and a file ID of 8.
Okay, let's control node first. Show me 8 on.
Nice, you got it. Yeah, you just had to beat a 6. You got it. Yeah, you're in this control node. You see it's controlling the security cameras, the electric fence, the locks. It's secondary control to the locks. The machines, which is basically these little bots that pull bags of kibble and things onto the conveyor belt, including the conveyor belt. You have control over both worker bots, which are those huge bots that move the crates, one outside, one inside. Both are showing at about 50% power, so They'll work for at least a few hours before they need to be charged. Something called chemical wash, which might be something that comes down to clean the area or something along those lines, maybe. Something called fire suppression. Something called Apache the spider drone, but it says error. There's something called blood swarm, and it says needing reload. There's something called front entrance electric floor panel, and then something called floodlights, which you can see are for the outside. A lot of things on this control node.
Yeah.
See that. So, I think first checking. So, that would be under files. Well, okay, that'll be next. But so Hades is all going to take the robot pieces that deal with moving the kibbles around and just start waving them around. Like all side to side, and then come back over the intercom and just be like, "Look what I can do!"
Well done, DeVille.
And then, if we're rushing through, when it gets back to that, I'm gonna roll for the files too.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that's fine.
And,
Still streamlining.
What? 6. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give it another shot.
11.
Nice, you're in. You're seeing this file. It looks like it's where the security camera footage is feeding to and saving to. You can see something also called corporate internal notices. So only 2 things in this file. So the security camera footage and corporate internal notices.
Hades would love to make copies of this and take them with. That is something that Hades would very much enjoy doing. But also, what are these corporate notices all about?
You can check it out. You have the you can make a copy of all the camera footage if that's what you want to do. And then you can open up the internal notices. And here, let me make this. It should pop up on your screen now. You can go ahead and read it if you want.
Ooh. Let's see.
Do you want someone to read it out?
Yeah, anybody that's in Roll20 can read it.
And I guess, if Hades is seeing it, Hades will go ahead and read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rush, I found something!
What was it say?
Attention management. The council seems to be causing unnecessary stress, so we're continuing our cleanup process and tying up any loose ends. That sounds like killing people. Please sign off on the press release below. If things go public and we're brought to the spotlight, we'll send this out. Ahem. We have become aware of a viral outbreak in Upper Marina. We are also aware this is due to contaminated kibble, specifically batch 221. We have done due diligence in tracking the source of this contamination and narrowed it down to logistics. The Aldecalos nomads who handle our transports are suspected of foul play. We have discontinued our working relationship with the Aldecalos. We are pursuing legal action to hold them responsible for any potential slander or damage done due to this incident. I'm calling bullshit!
Yeah, the Aldecaldos are good people. I've known them a long time.
Generally
Normal
speaking,
corporate bullshit.
Ugh.
Something's going down involving corpse. It's always a corpse.
Gross.
If it smells like a rat, scuttles like a rat, it is a rat.
You got any evidence of what they did or how they put it in there? They admit right here that it is viral.
That's what it
press
says.
Press release says it's viral.
True.
That's true.
They're cleaning up loose ends anyway.
Yeah,
We need
notice
to
that
find
there's
it.
no real information there about any kind of specific details. Seems like
We
it's
got
to
this.
cover their ass.
We've got this drive as well. Does this fit into an agent? Can an agent read this?
The what?
The thumb drive. Can an agent read it?
The thumb drive that you got won't open. Yeah, you could plug it into your agent or a computer or such, but it's encrypted. You're gonna need
Right. Okay.
cryptography
That's out of
skill
my
and try to.
wheelhouse.
Yeah, if somebody has cryptography, you could get into it. and try to crack it. Otherwise, you're in the system. But at this moment, Hades is explaining. She's reading the notice. You guys are discussing that, and Bud, you're closest to that open door. All of a sudden, you hear coming from outside a voice calling out. Sounds very familiar. Sounds like that security guard that you made take a break earlier, and you can hear him kind of calling out. And he's just like, hey, tough guy, hey, big guy, you still in there?
I thought you were on break.
Yeah, why don't you come on out here, big tough guy?
Yeah.
I called the police, buddy.
Oh, now we specifically told him not to do that.
That was a big mistake, friend.
Yeah. And if you
all right, guys. I think we've if you've got everything in there you need, Hades, I think it's about time we made ourselves scarce. Somebody collecting a paycheck thinks they want to be a hero.
Right. Anything in that system that could help kill him while we escape?
He's gonna send the 2 worker bots over toward it.
Here's what I'll do too. Let's get turn order going. Since we're kind of engaging in some things, everybody has ideas and whatever. Everybody just click on your token, then click your initiative.
I can find this. Yeah,
I believe
sweet.
in you, Alan.
And then
Nice. It's the first time I've been able to just do it.
nice. We're learning. We're getting used to it.
We're learning.
We're getting the new character sheet down.
And the good thing is we're seeing other people.
Mm-hmm.
Ha!
Hey, thanks for the sub, Graphite Dragon.
Awesome.
Really appreciate that. All right, cool. Everybody's got initiative there. And yeah, just to recap, because you did ask there, Hades and Rush mentioned it, but after Bud heard that, mentions, yeah, the guys are back. Yeah, you do have access to that file. You copied the camera footage of the security cameras running. The other control node, you have control over the security cameras, electric fence, the machines, the work bots, chemical wash, fire suppression system, the broken drone, the empty blood swarm, front entrance electric floor panel, and floodlights.
That front entrance is over there, so do not walk on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on where Bud is, I know, like, looking at the map, you can see, but, this guy's out of view for you, Bud. You hear this is where the voice is coming from. Hey, where are you, tough guy?
They've gotten inside the compound.
Exactly. But this is the guy here. You can see this guy. And why don't you give me a perception roll, too, while you're at it?
Yes, please. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'm going to use my solar instincts to see who... Oh, God, no.
Oh.
Nice.
The solo instinct.
So
Yeah,
genuine.
the most you can say, kind of caught you off guard going through all the stuff Hades is going through and calling out that letter, and you guys were discussing that.
All the lights are going. It's very
Yeah.
distracting.
It's distracting.
Thanks, Hades.
Hey, and while they're talking, Hades is moving all the robot arms around.
Exactly. You're having fun and you're fucking up your solo. But yeah, what you do get out of that is you do recognize that voice. You can tell it's coming from around the corner. You do see that other security guy walking in. He doesn't look like the first security guard. I'll at least give you that. He looks like maybe he works for somewhere else. You can even see like a Zarafa logo. I'll give you that. So there's nearby warehouses when you got here that you noticed pulling in. We went over that in the other session. So it looks like maybe
Only
he went
two of you?
and got a little bit of help, But yeah, he's calling out, tough guy, what's up, buddy? Hey, we called the police. Why don't you just give yourself up?
Only 2 of you, right? That was a really, really big mistake.
You could have just walked away, guy. Jesus.
And then I started blasting. If I come out this door, can I get line of sight on this tomb?
Let me see. Yeah, you can.
Is
not an
is he
exact
armed?
Oh yeah, they're both holding pistols.
I shoot my assault rifle at him. Single shot.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me your shoulder arms.
So, links with my brain to help me stabilize my aim. And single shot attack.
Oh, wow.
25 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. Give me the damage.
Yeah, I'm a solar, guys. It's literally the only thing I'm good for.
It's not.
This is the warning.
That would
Wow.
be a 19 damage.
Incredible.
Damn.
Yeah, that guy screams out as you see, blood kind of splatter out. And
Told you it was a bad move. And then I'm going to continue. So I step out, take the shot, and then get in behind this shipping container after he takes a hit.
yeah, Alley Cats, what are you
That's me.
doing? You hear that shot go off. You heard the guy kind of calling out Bud, and obviously you know that some security guys are back out there. Bud's engaging.
Yeah.
Hades is in the
think I
system
have
talking with Rush about potential things to control to help or what to do.
Yeah, I think I have enough movement to kind of get me down to here, behind this little.
Sure, what's
I
your
hate that
movement?
it won't line up properly.
It's not an exact science, but just get it nearby. We know.
Yeah, I just basically want to be behind this kind of little area that that one of the worker arms is working on, so I can take cover. I just want to get a better. She's kind of all right, I guess we're in a firefight, and she kind of want to go down to check up on Bud, but also just kind of keep an eye on things and ready her pistol, kind of just probably looking out Bud's direction just in case something goes awry.
Okay, cool.
But she
Yeah, if
only
he
hears
tries to
two
come up and
voices,
flank
but-
me, yeah.
Yeah, it's it's kind of just two voices, so she's just kind of why should I work that hard?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you keep Bud around, man.
Yeah.
He handles the killing.
Rush.
He's good humored.
All right, so I'm talking to Hades, right? About,
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything in there that's gonna help us out with this?
I was gonna send some robots over.
Sounds like fun. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, you can control those 2 worker bots. You have control over those.
That's my plan.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm planning to send both of those over there, just to wreck some stuff.
Sure. Which one do you want to control first? Because you can only control one at a time. But,
How
but you do have
about-
access.
I want to do the closer one first.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Obviously, it's not a
this
token
one.
that we can move, but
Yeah,
just
yeah.
click where you want it to walk to, so I see it glow, and we'll say it's there.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
This one would have to walk out of a door.
And it can move. And it can move 6 squares. By the way, it's a pretty large robot.
Okay. That was going to be my question. Let's see. How about 4, 5, 6? Oh yeah. Okay. So this one here. I don't know if my clicking is actually doing anything.
Put it on your arrow. On your arrow over there on the top left.
Oh, okay. So this. Oh no.
Made a huge mistake.
Why you not?
Wait.
Sometimes Roll20 just hates me.
like I
I
made
feel
a
like
huge
there's a limp
mistake.
in there. I'm not joking.
I'm back, baby.
I'm back.
Give me a turn. Give me a turn, and I'll put my old initiative back in.
I like how Bud just took off for a moment. He's like, I'm out.
I'm out. I'm back. Okay, wait, hang on here. I just refreshed this, so hopefully it'll let me. Because I'm on my clicker. Okay. No! So, here, hang on. So the one right next to Bud,
Yeah, this one.
this one, yes. I would like it to move, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So,
Yeah, it could go all the way to here or here, really, from there.
that, yes.
It could
I
go
want
right
it
up to that guy.
I want it to go right up to that guy, is what I want it to do.
Yeah, it can walk right up to that guy, and you still have an action. It can.
I want it to walk right up to that guy, and I want it to smash him.
Yeah, pretty much these worker bots are made to lift the heavy crates and pick them. They're super strong. They do a lot of
I wanted to
choke
lift this
damage, I
man.
guess you'd call.
Out.
Yeah.
I wanted to lift this man and then just wave him around and maybe and maybe throw him. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, give me your
God.
give me your brawling, because you're in control of this. This is using your skills and stats. So give me your brawling to grapple this guy with it.
Oh, okay.
And I did really bad, so you have a really good chance here.
Yay!
Don't screw it up.
16.
Nice. Yeah, you got him.
Wow.
Yeah, you basically grapple him up, and with these things, because it's kind of a grapple squeeze situation, you can give me the damage. It's not like you have to grapple and then do a choke move. It's kind of its action. It's attack, I guess you would say. So give me
Squeeze.
exactly. Yeah, so give me 66. Yeah. It's almost like getting hit by a vehicle.
Sorry, Rob.
It's a big robot.
Can I correct? And there should be 2 additional damage for my spot weakness because I'm. Slick solo.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
I love
so
that you
here.
lowered the glasses too.
Excuse me. Okay, so 60. I can roll up to 5, and then I'll add 1 more.
No. If you go over to that little 20-sided die symbol and roll 20 on the left, see it looks like a 20-sided die?
Yeah.
If you click that, you should be able to pick D6 6 times.
I can. No, I did something wrong.
That's a D20.
Mine. I only see up to D6 up to 5 times.
I can roll it for you if you want, if you don't mind. I've got it ready.
Go for it. Yeah, no, go for it.
66.
23.
Okay, nice.
Why does mine only? I only see up to 5. I think it's me. It's me. It's me.
You can click on it and you get an extra window. You
Do you
can
really?
Do
Do
more
I?
options on. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, this guy
My
pretty much
God.
screams out, lots of shrieking, even seems to cough up a little bit of blood. I mean, Bud, you're
robot's
seeing
just
this. You're seeing this. Hades, I guess, you're seeing this because, you have access to these worker bots and the surrounding cameras. Because you got to be able to see this guy. But yeah, you crush him. He basically screams out, coughing up some blood. And, you're not in initiative anymore. That's fine. You're at the top of all these people, Bud. But yeah.
I'm 14.
Exactly, yeah. So this guy screams.
The robot chucks him. The robot straight up just yeets him.
Yeah. And through the cameras you can see that first guy makes his way to the front door. He's doing his pass, kind of doing his code, going to do the front door. That's taking him a turn to kind of gain access with his card. The other guy that screamed out after the bot kind of did that crush move. Let me see here. 1, 2. Yeah,
he can't be feeling very well.
Oh, he is not at all, but he definitely gets the fuck away from the bot, kind of making his way towards you. As he's kind of making his way up to Bud, he pops out some Wolvers. And he's just like, "Oh, you the tough guy?" And he takes a swing at you.
Why is everybody got to find the tough guy? Jesus. It's nice
he's right
to be
there.
all tough.
20 evasion.
Oh, shit. Yeah, he swings. You missed the first one. He takes another swing. 16?
20 evasion.
Yeah, you dodge both. He takes 2 swings. He's not doing too well.
That's a roll of 3, guys.
It's incredible.
Whoa! I'm imagining this in a very anime way where, like, his arms don't even move. It's just like,
Yes!
Sorry, guys.
Yes!
Sorry.
Cigarette.
I still
Yes!
had luck. I still had luck running on those. My bad. They're actually 17s.
Badass.
Oh, such
Very
a
sorry about
failure.
Oh, wait, what was
So
17?
Both of those were 17s.
Why? Why did it go down?
I had luck modifier running from my last run.
Oh, I
last
see what you're
game.
saying. Okay, I see it. Well, you still beat him, yeah. You just had to beat that 16, so. Oh, wait.
Ooh, only
Yeah,
just then.
13. But yeah, dodged both of them. It's your turn.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, other guy was working the front door. This guy came at you, took 2 swings and missed. Your turn.
Can I equip my bow staff? Without, do I have to drop my assault rifle?
Yeah, in order to grab it without taking a turn, you'd have to drop the assault rifle to arm the bow staff.
I'll just drop the assault rifle. That's fine.
Okay.
And then I'll hit him with the staff. So it just dodge, drop, and then 1 fluid motion. Out comes the staff.
Nice. And that's got 2. If you want to give me, is that a rate of fire 2? Is that your melee?
It is, but I'll be doing a martial arts strike if this hits. 19 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
So that is 16 plus 2 and ignores half armor. So it's 18 ignoring half armor.
Yeah, you can describe how you just ended this guy.
Yes.
So
Jesus.
it's a sway to the left, a sway to the right. The rifle goes down. The bow staff comes off his belt. Does one swirl around the head before just connecting with his face, and just slow motion, teeth, jaw into the wall of the warehouse, and then he just slumps down dead.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously a little flurry with the bow staff.
Yeah, it happens. In a swift grunt, this guy is done. Crumbles to the ground.
I saw teeth, bud. Are you okay?
Not mine.
Fantastic. Well,
Allie, your turn.
pocket them if you want. I don't know.
Oh wait, was that? Oh no.
Instead of
Okay.
dentures made later.
I almost thought that was a critical. It was only one. You were almost had a critical injury too. I mean, you finished him with that already, but man.
He's dead. So.
Yeah. That would have just been insult upon injury, you know. But Allie.
Can I hear that other tomb trying to like come in?
Yeah, I mean, you hear the front door beep 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 beep. You know, like putting in his code as the noises of Bud destroying that man take over.
And the electric floor, is that over there, or is that?
Oh yeah, he has to be standing on the electric flooring in order to get in. It's kind of a front door
Right.
security
Imagine the
panel.
code makes it not hit him.
Yeah. I want to
unless unless Hades reprograms it, I guess.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I kind of want to get on my agent and just be like, or I mean, it's a warehouse. She can probably just shout out, Hades,
Yeah.
guy's coming in. He's gonna stand exactly on the electric floor. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Dance Dance Revolution, baby, but with a lot more blood.
That's my favorite.
DDR now canon.
Yeah. Apart from that, I just want to kind of poke out a little bit, but enough so that I can kind of get behind cover, and just kind of I want to ready an action to just like fire some rounds.
Oh yeah, you can
into
hold
it.
your action for that if you want. You know, you didn't take a move. You can say what you said to Hades and then hold your action in case he comes in the door to take your shot. That's completely fine.
Yeah. She's just kind of like prepped. She saw like the mist of blood where Bud was. She's like, he's fine. And then she's just kind of turn and just kind of ready and wait.
Yeah, and thanks for the follow there, Made Belief. Really appreciate that. Everybody else in chat, we're in the heat of this combat, so I'm not as on the chat, but I do appreciate that. Anybody following and subbing to Syrinscape. Rush, what are you doing? You hear all this go down. You hear Bud kind of end that dude out front. Other dudes coming in the front. Haley's yelling out to Hades about the electric flooring. What are you doing?
All right. So I'm going to head out onto the floor. But before I go, I'm just going to say real quick, Lady DeVille, don't forget to erase all evidence of us being here. And,
I know.
And I can get this far. I don't think I'll be able to have a bead on the guy, but I don't want to encroach on at least cover. So okay, I'm gonna stick here, but I'm gonna hold an attack if I'm able to get
same
a bead
as
on the guy.
you and Allie are kind of holding your action in case you need to. Perfectly. Yeah, that's awesome. And Hades, back over to you. As all that's going down and everybody's telling you about the electric flooring and that, you can hear the guy at the front kind of call out, and he's just like, hey man, I'm almost in, let's move in, let's get these assholes. Obviously thinks his buddy is still up and functional.
Oh, that's too bad for him. We're gonna
That's
turn on the
tragic.
floor.
That's tragic, man.
That's too bad. That's too bad. We're gonna turn on the floor.
Yeah, you got it. You got control on it. It's doing 66 electric damage right to him. And this bypasses SP as well, so this is a pretty powerful system. This could really mess him up. So give me 66. Or if you want Bud to roll it for you. I know you're having trouble with that.
I think I figured it out this time, though.
Okay, nice. Yeah, go for it.
D6.
Netrunner can't figure out the digital.
I know.
Hey, listen. I'm an analog Netrunner.
It's Android and this one's iOS.
We got
nice.
9. We got 9. And just for funsies, she's also, because as soon as Alley Cat said like DDR, she's got it like it's like going live, live, off, on, off, on, off, and she's on the intercom and she's like, dance! You're gonna dance!
Yeah, as you do that, and you can even see in the camera. I mean, and Bud, you're out there. Everybody inside can hear it too. I mean, he screams out at the top of his lungs, kind of like a shaking noise. He's obviously got shocked to shit. And
she's also flashing the lights too.
Yeah, and you see in the camera he's kind of like stumbling back, and yelling out, as he's kind of like staggering away, and he's just like, Jesus Christ, like, fuck y'all, you know cops are on the way. Cops are on the way, asshole.
Yeah, so
time to make ourselves scarce, crew.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But yeah, that's what he does. He's kind of staggering away and yelling out. I mean, it seems like he's severely wounded. He's really fucked up there. But back over to you, Bud. It's your turn, technically.
I'm gonna pick up my assault rifle. I'm guessing that's my action.
Yeah, you still have a move though.
Yeah, I could pick up my assault rifle and say, saddle up. We gotta make ourselves scarce. The cops are on the way.
Allie?
Does this guy look fighting fit? Does he look like he'll shoot if I go into...
Yeah, it's not even going to take a perception for you to see. This dude is barely hanging on. That shock really fucked him up.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm just gonna start heading for the entrance, and just basically ignore this guy. And if he gets uppity, then one of my friends can shoot him, or when my turn comes back around, I'll have my action back and I'll pop a cap in him, as
Allie.
the kids say.
I'm just gonna follow Bud's lead.
Wait a minute here. I just realized, Rockette, when you shocked him, you got a critical injury. There's 2 6s there. We didn't notice that before.
Oh!
So he gets another 5 points of damage.
Oh, there are 2. Yes, that's
and
true.
give me a
That's
2d6.
true.
Let's see what critical injury he got. Damn, I missed that. I'm usually excited about critical injuries. How did we all miss that?
I thought that was on purpose because it was electrical. Like
9.
that's why I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I
was
want
swept up
to
in the
use it
euphoria.
anytime. We'll have it make sense. All right.
Yeah, of course.
-2 to melee attacks, torn muscle. So yeah, that really like shocked him to the point, he was contorting and flexing to the point it ripped up some of his muscles. Now he has like a -2 to any melee attacks.
My extra roll was a 9.
What was that?
That's what tore up his muscle, I think.
No. That was just the extra roll. That's to pick the critical injury. But he takes another 5 points of damage no matter what from the critical.
Well, good.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly.
That's what he gets for doing what we told him not to do. The exact opposite of what we told him to do.
If you called the police, why would you go in yourself? Jeez Louise.
Yeah, what are you thinking, dude?
And
What's
Allie?
a raise?
To be a hero. I'm just gonna follow Bud, just not even really looking in his direction. If he takes a shot, then she's just gonna be like, that was dumb, and turn back and she's very sure that a shot at her is gonna be not a finishing blow. So she's pretty confident. I'm just gonna follow.
All right, and Rush?
All right. This side door is open?
Yeah, this door is open.
All right. Okay.
He never got this front door open. He got shocked before he finished his code.
I'm going to pop around here.
Okay.
I don't like witnesses, so I'm going to shoot him.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see.
Ooh.
All right, so I'm taking 2 shots, and I'm shouting out, "Chum, chumba, chumbara, my friend, it's time to die."
Oh shit.
22 and a 23 to hit.
do the next one. Yeah, both are a hit.
15 and 14 damage.
Yeah,
guessing.
you well beyond ended this guy, and in fact, that first one pretty much ended him, but the second one was just an overkill as the body was dropping. If you want to explain what you just saw, how you ended him.
Yeah, sure. So the first one goes through his head, and while he's falling, I decide, you know what? Let's just make sure. So I fire to his heart as well. So brain and heart.
Yeah. As you did that too, he kind of was calling out as he was dying from that first blow. He's like, fuck, I was leaving anyways.
Should have had that before you called the cops.
Yeah, leaving this mortal plane, more like.
There's a code of honor here. I mean, didn't we ask you to leave and not tell anyone? Anyway, he's dead. He's not even listening.
He's having a conversation with the body.
So rude. Leaving this mortal coil before I can finish my sentence. I'm a talker, okay? And
We
you can
asked
hang
him
around.
so nicely.
That's almost so sad. Where like Rush is just like, damn it, why didn't you just leave? Look at what you had to make me do.
Yeah.
You could have just
making
walked
me
out of
kill
here.
him. I'm reloading my clips. Son of a bitch. Look what he made me.
Making me act like a solo and everything. Hades.
This really hurts me more than it hurts you.
Yeah. Hades, you see all this shit go down in the cameras and through the bot as well, but you're still in the system. All that shit just went down. You see your team kind of making their way to the gate. What are you doing? You're in the system.
Hades is having a blast. Hades, and then and she's like flickering the light. She's moving the robot arms around and stuff.
Yeah, okay, fine.
She's going to erase the camera footage of all of this, but not before saving it. She wants to save that for later, just so she can make some gifts out of it and just send it to the crew. If they do something, send a little GIF emoji over to Bud of him just like whap. Whap!
The text says like "get wrecked."
right, exactly.
Tell my agent, can you save that for me, please? Thanks.
But then she's gonna get rid of the video evidence, and then she's going to do the old cover up.
Okay. Yeah, give me an interface roll. It's just gonna take you a couple minutes if you're trying. You can take the footage out, delete the footage of you there, but obviously this cover-up, you're going to have to do something to the cameras that are running right now. It's super easy if you just want to turn them all off, but if you'd rather do something tricky, put them on a loop, shit like that, I'm going to make you hit it, roll against the DV. What would you rather do?
We're going to try something tricky.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. 9 worth of trickiness.
No, you're not able to kind of loop and trick out the cameras. It seems like the safe bet is probably just disable the cameras so you can make it out without being on.
So Hades gonna try and do some stuff and then just reach over and then just doop, and just pull the plugs out.
Now,
guess we better leave now.
And keeping in mind, the benefit there. Obviously, if you were able to do something tricky, maybe a Netrunner would have to figure that out. You know what I mean? They would have to see that the camera was looped during that one moment. By you just turning them off, it's very obvious that someone went in and just turned them off. Now, once again, just as advice, one of the last times I'm going to say it, you're probably going to want to drop a cloak on your way out because you are in a system.
Oh, and that's what I'm wanting to do too.
Okay.
Before actually leaving.
Yeah, hit that interface, and that'll be part of after you put that off so I can track that. And and anybody watching, I know we do a little bit of coaching with net running. It is Hades' first time as a net runner, so the team and myself, we do give a little bit of reminding on options and things, and that'll slowly stop as we get more and more experience going, but
it was an 8, so
yeah,
that wasn't particularly great.
That's decent. That's not bad. Okay, cool.
But that she definitely wants to do that too before.
Yeah, you can do that, and you still have an action. You can jack out.
Just
and also you can take your move and catch up to the team unless there's anything else.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything to rifle through here.
Free kibble.
Flash the lights one more time, or on your way out.
Yeah,
free
pretty
kibble.
Much just,
Listen, she does not have any need to spend that much time in the potty room. So
Fair enough.
Can't be all contaminated.
Yeah, you get out.
Well, actually, it could.
Yeah, you can jack out, and by the time you're catching up to the team and getting to the front gate, you do hear sirens in the far distance, very far distance.
Let's sprint to our car.
Good time to go.
Yeah, you can do that. You make it to the car.
I'm assuming Ali might be last one in because she wore impractical heels.
Oh,
Sounds right.
Also, sorry. I think Hades is the last one to the car because she got scorpioned.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Good memory. I completely forgot about that. Hades can only move 2 squares at a time.
Oh, dang.
So everyone's in the car. The sirens are getting closer and closer, and you see Hades just barely creeping. She's still like half a block away. You're like, are you kidding me?
I think Ali would probably go back for solidarity.
I think-
it would be the annoying thing where she'd have to kind of take a few steps, and then she's like, and then she almost has to walk 2 steps back to kind of keep pace with Hades. But
And in all fairness,
So everyone's in the car, and Hades just like, "Are you kidding me?"
and in all fairness, last session I think Rush was kind of helping you get back to the office and doing the whole arm in arm. If I'm remembering
I think
that,
Rush straight up just like, all right, scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she's sitting on the shoulder.
Yeah, Rush hops back out, scoops up Hades, gets her back to the car as sirens are approaching. Where are y'all headed?
Ooh.
Back to the station.
Noodle bar.
Right, the noodle bar like our HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
yeah.
like our little meeting place. I'm assuming that's where we're going.
Yeah, you can
You
head.
don't have an office, do you? You're like a mobile solo.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
you can head back to
Solo.
Noodle bar. Oh.
District PD. You can head back to District PD or to your 24-hour cafe or anywhere else, nudie bar. But where do you want to go?
The nudie bar. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling we go back to home base, and I certainly worked up an appetite.
Me too.
Sure.
Where did you
I
get
love
those
in between
snacks,
missions we just
Hades?
go get
Under the
chow.
seat.
And Hades, and don't forget Hades took a little bit of damage here too, right? She
Yeah.
she actually
That's true.
engaged. Bud got lucky. Bud got into combat but didn't take much damage. But yeah, you can do that. You guys head back to the cafe.
That's
was
not
it?
luck, man.
Yeah, and that's true. It was great skills there, dodging and shit. But yeah, you guys can make it back over to the cafe, grab a little bit of dinner while you rest a little, maybe relook over that letter, maybe give Nash a call or something, an update. But as you get to the cafe and you kind of figure out what you're going to do from there, this is where we're going to take our little 5-minute bio break. So anybody watching in chat, we're just going to take a 5-minute break, hang out. We'll be right back. I'm going to leave the mics on. That way, if the team talks about plans, we talk about session, any of that, chat can, hear what's going on and all that. It's a lot of fun stuff.
Our terrible ideas about milk.
Yeah, that's
right,
true.
see you in a
That's
bit.
true.
Get back.
I have to go to the bathroom, but also I'm so annoyed because I think it's just the way that I smile, but it's messed up it's made the
Oh no.
the lines down my chin kind of warp a little.
You should do-
Yeah,
I
I
think,
didn't
I
notice.
think your Ripper,
It's wrong.
your
You
Ripper
can't tell from the
installed your
camera.
threads wrong.
Sorry? What did you say, Phil?
I said I think your Ripper installed your metal threads wrong.
All right.
Get a refund from that guy.
That's why you
No,
don't
you
go
don't,
when
you
you're
get-
slightly tipsy. Yeah, let's
That might
get
be a
out.
thing. Because people get tattoos, they get bad tattoos, it doesn't come out right. Like they also have the metal inserts, they have
Yeah.
the EMP threading.
Plus,
And I bet
I
sometimes
wonder-
you have people get a bad job, like it's wonky, like asymmetrical.
But I also wonder, people don't have symmetrical faces, and even with tattoos, it could be the thing where it is a straight line, but it bleeds, or with age, it kind of warps, or gets
They don't
sun
take
damage.
care of
or-
it properly.
Yeah, or just the aging of the skin, so it's where it was once taut and straight, now it's
It's like a,
yeah. Although they don't have a lot of old. That was the thing that annoyed me in 2077, where it's we meet Kerry Eurodyne, and you're like, oh shit, but they don't have the they're cowards, and they don't have like an old like Mick Jagger like looking
Yeah.
mofo. It's like let people still age. I don't know.
To be fair,
Rogue.
he's still very taut though.
Yeah.
Rogue should look older, but yeah.
He can afford the sculpting, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the drugs, man.
I want to see like old people in Cyberpunk too. Especially, I mean, we have the fun of being in Red, where it's a bit more like, you know, it's a bit more from the ground up. Where you can get like these more anarchist kind of people who are going off the grid, a la Phil's Heaven. Because I'm betting Grandma's au natural.
As in like sculpting and stuff. Yeah, I mean, Grandma's the 72-year-old lady. That's what she looks like.
Yeah.
she has the threading, like the metal stuff.
Yeah. I mean, she's stylish.
I specified that it's like an older style, like it's
not
what the kids have these days. Yeah, like I don't know what that means in terms of like what you put, like how the threads work, but yeah, I specified that it was like she's had it a while. But yeah, she's
make it up.
She's an old lady. She's a med tech. She doesn't care about how she looks. She just sticks people in cryo bags. It was really nice playing an older lady, sassy older lady.
I'm gonna remember to go to the bathroom.
Hey, any of you guys have cryptography?
No.
Well, we might need your contacts then.
Yeah. It's something that I probably should have taken. I dumped some points into other things like
I have it.
Tech stuff, so I could appraise things. Oh, that's good.
I kept thinking, I was like, man, I should have it. I should. It turns out I did get it.
You do have it, yeah.
Good for me.
Well, even if we didn't, the good thing about having a fixer is like, oh, we're missing a skill. Do you know a guy?
Right.
This being something that pertains to the case, though, I was thinking we could hand it off to Nash and let his team take care of it. Then we don't have to worry about viruses and stuff. Because I'm assuming thumb drives are just as dangerous here as they are in our world. So,
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's because I have 0 points and any tech skills.
Yeah, I've got tech just to be able to know that something's legit, and you know that's for the most part. So you'd be like,
jack of all trades kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I. One of the reasons why I have these eyes to be able to see in the dark and through smoke and whatnot is so that I don't have to use light when I'm looking in, shipping containers and things like that where I shouldn't be, trying to, get some merchandise should I need it.
Yeah, you don't need a torch. That's give you away. Oh,
yeah.
Having said that, I do have weapons tech for obvious reasons.
It's not very graceful how I have to get my gaming chair into my desk. Kind of have to
It's alright, we're not on camera yet, so
awesome.
You can just tell the folks at home that you did it really stylishly.
I mean, yeah, I did it how Ali would do it. I put points in contortionist. Haven't been able to use that yet.
Yet.
Oh, you could have used that in the garbage bin, couldn't you?
I could have. I didn't want to.
I think contortionist is one of those skills which, you won't use for 20 sessions, and then when you need it, you absolutely need it.
I think it's the creative problem solving. In our game, when I was like, look, my perception is trash. If I use animal handling, can my pet rat perceive anything that I can't? And it worked. It fucking worked.
I allowed it because I'm a big softie. And Vlad is a charming gentleman. So
Vlad is the fan fave.
How can I refuse that little rat face? I couldn't, so I let him roll.
I feel like
this is what I tell people when building characters. It's not all skills are created equally, right? Contortionist is great, but you won't use it very often. Whereas basic tech, you might use persuasion, you might use 100 times.
Being that you have contortionist, there's a good chance that you'll end up being our Bruce Willis for us, our John McClane, and end up going through some ducts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like,
Will they be real?
Ali's just like, who is gonna go in there? And everyone's just like,
Probably you.
So I just wonder if there'll be movie ducts or real ducts, because like in movies,
Oh,
the
yeah.
ducts are very
They're
clean.
huge.
They're always extremely clean and huge.
Right.
and spacious.
These are gonna be nasty. These are gonna be
Yeah,
yucky ducks.
They would be absolutely filthy.
All right, here we go.
Corpse of Johnny Silverhand. Yeah.
We are back. Everyone can see us now. Hope everyone's got their shit together and we're ready to play.
That's
Alright.
asking quite a bit.
Yeah, and I know. And thanks everybody in chat for hanging out. I saw y'all there. Stuck it out during the break. I see my beautiful wife Val Mulligan is back. Renegade's chilling. I saw Drake Miriam there, who's also doing live streams of artwork on the Cyberpunk Uncensored Twitch. He's going to be getting back into that too. I'm glad you were able to join us. That's awesome. All right, cool. Let's get into it. You guys are back at the cafe. You see her, waitress comes, serves. You guys are grabbing some dinner, having a drink, the typical, having your little rap session over what just happened. And you guys can kind of discuss that, chat about that, go over what's your plan and things.
How you
Right.
feeling, Hades?
Yeah.
I need more robot arms. I've
kinda
decided
meant
this.
The headache, you're leaking a little blood from your ear.
You
Oh,
look a little
oh,
burned out.
still? Oh,
Here, let me get that for you.
thank you.
You gotta take more care of yourself, Hades, okay?
You
I have a
know,
question though.
if I had more
What do we do
robot
about
arms.
We can get that. We need to save up for those. We can get you some robot.
Okay.
Sure,
That's
right.
what it takes to keep you safe.
I want to know what you guys want to do with this, and did a little twirl of the thumb drive and slap it on the table before continuing slurping up noodles.
Does he do the twirl and the
Yeah, for the thumb drive, you'll need cryptography to get it open. It's a little code password. Nothing major, but it is, it's a thumb drive owned by whatever exec was managing that warehouse. He found it hidden in his desk.
Yeah, it's hidden in a false bottom, so it's obviously got
Exactly.
the real dirt in there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Hades will pick it up and be like,
I mean, it doesn't look too complicated. I could probably break it open.
Yeah, you can give me
now,
a
what kind of risk is there? Is that-
cryptography check. What was that?
Did you get a virus from that thing?
I don't think so. I mean, it's likely not going to set my head on fire.
Yeah, well, you've done that once today, so
I know. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, I didn't think so, but I'm right beside you if you need it, and I've got some iced tea here. I can pour that right on you.
All right.
and
Sweet iced tea.
Sweet
Yeah,
iced
of
tea.
course.
the only kind.
As you're on fire, he takes one last sip, though. You're on fire. He's like, oh, just a little more, so.
That seems about right. Yeah, no, I mean, Hades will give it a go. She'll plug it into whatever
Okay. Yeah, give me your cryptography. Give it,
orifice it needs to be plugged into. 17? 17?
Oh,
Well,
it didn't
17.
update on mine. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, that's enough. You crack this thing open. Yeah.
No, not like
Then you hack in.
That's not what you wanted.
Is this what you wanted? This is it's on the inside. No.
Now we're looking at the insides.
Yeah, no, you hack it. You use your agent, and you crack the code. Nothing major. Maybe basic code cracking here. But you're looking at some coordinates. You're seeing coordinates, and then two different codes. Code 1 is just 1, 2, 3, 4, and code 2 is 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's some lame
Now-
codes on here.
Wow.
that's got to be the most realistic part of this game so far.
Amazing. It's a combination for my luggage.
Exactly. Everyone's like, wait, that's my code. No, that's mine. That's my password. For, everyone.
How do they have my password?
I'm so smart. I use 0, 0, 0, 0.
That's the code to my luggage. That's my favorite.
It's in the chat,
Okay,
too.
so
Somebody else
if
has
I
Facebook.
plug those coordinates into my agent, where does it show up?
Yeah, it pops up somewhere in the middle of what used to be Texas, the Free States of Texas. Somewhere in like southern Texas. It's just coming up in the middle of nowhere. It's not really coming up in a town or city. In the middle of nowhere in southern Texas.
I'm just gonna flick that info to everyone's agents and shrug. Keep eating noodles.
Okay. So we have a location.
Yes.
Is this where we just tell Nash what we found, and if he wants to go to Texas, he can go there himself?
Well, yeah, if he wants us to go to Texas, I think that's outside the purview of this investigation. That's a new investigation.
Definitely worth negotiating per diems as well.
I would imagine.
Travel fee.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you from Texas?
Me? No. Well, my parents are from Louisiana. I was born on the road. Nobody knows exactly where. It was on one of the highways.
Don't
somewhere
you,
somewhere between here and Canada.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was born...
That is your real voice, Rush, right?
This? Yeah. I mean, like I copied it from my parents, but there was people around me that spoke a little different too.
Bud, don't be rude.
All of a sudden, it turns into Urkel's voice. He's like, "Why?
Got me cheese.
Did I do that?
Did I do that?
Everybody reinvents themselves sometime.
Your face reinvented itself. You can't ask somebody if that's their real voice.
And let me remind you, Rush, as Bud's kind of poking, asking about your background, if your accent's real, that I think at one point, didn't somebody or in the group talking, you kind of could tell Bud was hiding something at one point, or maybe not indulging in full information about his background or feelings at one point. I think we encountered that.
So they asked if I slept well and whether I had dreams. I was like, I didn't have any dreams at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right, and I tried to push that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah, you're one for, you don't really believe that people are what they are, do you, Bud? Maybe we should not poke about your backstory, seeing how you came off, you came up out of the ocean?
Straight from the black horse's kettle.
I'm a regular mermaid, yeah.
Yeah, is that your natural accent?
Hey, I'm not making a judgment call. I'm just saying that's the reality. Everybody has to be something to survive in Night City, okay?
Well, that's true. That's absolutely true. But what are you, exactly? What kind of something? I mean, you know who we are. You know who I am. I screwed you over and we made up. But who are you, really?
I'm a survivor.
Well, I know that. I just saw you, survive today. But other than that, where are you from?
Well,
Yeah, right then, Rush, your phone, your agent goes off. It's Nash calling.
Fuck.
Saved by the ring.
Saved
All
by
right.
Bell, Bud.
Hey,
We'll
Nash.
have to save that for another time.
Rush, what's going on? I haven't heard from you. Any update? What's up?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we went to the facility where these things were packaged. We found some documents. We're going through them right now. We were going to let you know if we found anything. We're also looking through this thumb drive that we found in a false bottom one of the drawers. And we've got some security footage that we have not yet combed through. We can bring it all right to you if you'd rather your people do it.
Okay, yeah, bring me whatever. But what's up with the kibble? What's going on with this virus or plague or whatever? Did you get a sample? Did you find me what I need?
Well, we don't have a sample from the factory, no. But we do have a document that shows what their corporate response was going to be, their press release, should this get out into the open air.
We also sent you a sample from the, I forget what it's called, like the kind of block area where we were before.
The shoebox.
We also sent you a sample from the shoebox. Don't forget to
right.
check
Well,
the stats on that.
Sorry, kitten. Yeah. So they did test that one. And he said that they weren't able to find anything conclusive. So I guess we're thinking that whatever the contamination was, it's got some sort of half-life on it. So yeah. So I think we needed to find something fresh. Now, we didn't find anything fresh, but I do think that we may have found some evidence. And if we comb through this security footage, we might be able to find when the contamination happened, maybe see something.
Okay, but what's this corporate letter you're saying about it? What?
Yeah, it's a press release. They were talking about here, let me bring up this press release here so I can tell you a little bit more about it.
They were gonna finger the Aldecados.
Yeah, that's right. They were going to finger the Aldecaldos, and not in a nice way. They were talking about viral outbreak in Upper Marina, batch 221. They were going to blame the Aldecaldos publicly. Yeah.
Oh my God, jumping Johnny Silverhand. So you're telling me the nomads are fucking involved now?
Look, I'm not sure the nomads are really involved. I think they're just going to be, crushed underfoot by this corporate plot. But it's hard to say what's really going on. Now, yeah, if the introduction of this whole thing says the council seems to be causing unnecessary stress, so we are continuing our cleanup process and tying up loose ends. You know what that means. Please sign off and press on the press release below. If things go public and we're brought into the spotlight, we'll send this out. And that's what they talk about. They're going to, pin it on the Aldecaldos. They said it's a viral outbreak. We don't know if it's a virus or not, right? But still.
Okay, and how are the Aldecaldos involved? What? I'm not seeing it. What's?
We don't know that yet. They probably do transport, but.
Okay, so they were doing the transport.
But they probably didn't do contamination. I mean, if this is in a batch.
All right, look. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing. All right, go out to Aldecaldo's camp. They're still running their camp. They're usually open until at least midnight, taking convoys and things that they do for orders. Just at least get out there before the night's over. See what you can find out. Just poke around. Go investigate the Aldecaldos. Just see what you can find. It sounds like if something's getting pinned on them, they were in charge of transport. Maybe they know something. Pursue it.
Okay.
I'm going to hit up Jones and Hernandez. That's a bit after hours now, but whatever. I'll get them on tomorrow, kind of pursuing Continental Brands a bit. You pursue this Nomad thing. Let's see if we can find out something.
Sure. One more thing. That thumb drive, we cracked it. It's got this location. I'll give them the coordinates. It's in Texas. We don't know what's important about this.
Okay, and what was this thumb drive? Where was this?
It was in that false bottom drawer in the boss's office.
Okay, I have no idea. All right, I'll look at this coordinates. I don't know if this has anything to do with this shit, but whatever. I'll look into it. Go investigate the Aldecaldos.
We'll do. We'll let you know if we see anything in the security footage as well. We'll bring it by before we leave, okay?
All right, yeah. Keep me posted. Don't forget, you never fracking hit me up. You got to keep me updated on this stuff. I'm trying to keep updated, so just hit me up, all right?
I just wanted to have something to tell you. Some conclusion. Once again, come on, man. Guy doesn't know how to end a conversation.
There's nothing more annoying than a needy man.
Right?
Married to his work, huh?
He just wants you to call him and just give him a little bit,
Yeah, he's lonely, Rush.
He's like my mother, always complaining I never call.
Do you ever call and ask him how he's doing, though? I mean, maybe he wants you to inquire about his happiness.
You think so? I mean, the man's just stressed all the time.
I think she's just messing with you.
All right. Well, he's telling us to go visit the Aldecaldos.
Well, maybe they can tell us who the actual corporate client was. We still don't have it. We guess Continental Brands, but who knows?
Yeah.
My one thing is the Aldecados, they're a family, so they're gonna stick together no matter what. And we better be really careful about how we play this, because they suspect we're trying to pin something on them.
Well,
I come from
Road, he knows how to.
Yeah, well, I grew up in the Nomads, so I can talk to them. Don't worry.
Just let's play this safe,
Yes, let's. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you're familiar. You know where the Aldecaldo camp is. If you look at the map, it's there in kind of the bottom right end of the map. Yeah, exactly. Out there, out into the Badlands a little bit separated from the city. But, let's face it, they're one of the bigger nomad families, and they handle a lot of logistics for a lot of corporations and people and travel. It's a pretty big camp. There's a lot of people out there, and you're familiar with it.
used to date a nomad. It didn't end well, let's say. I've still got a dress with the tire marks on it to prove it.
All right. Well, if everyone's
Yeah.
if everyone's fuel tanks are topped up,
Do you mean
we can take
yours?
a ride down there.
Yeah, let's drop a copy of that footage and the some of the other information that we got just off at the police station before we go. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Sure.
In the spirit of goodwill, Hades, do you think we should pick up oh gosh, what's our contact's name?
Nash? A
We-
fruit basket. I think he would
should
really
we-
appreciate
should
a
we drop
fruit
him
basket.
off like a pot
card?
of noodles or something if he's feeling a little
flowers.
bit neglected.
Maybe some nice
So-
chocolates. Or
The closest thing to a fruit basket would be like a soy squeezy bag called fruit basket.
a soy squeezy fruit basket.
Sorry,
Bag, not basket.
Yeah,
A
it
soy
comes in a
free-
little-
Bag.
Fruit
It's
bag.
like squeezable yogurt or something.
Yeah, like a Go-Gurt.
Sure, why not? Let's get him one. Just be like,
And Hades is gonna draw a smiley face on it.
yeah, like a
You
poster.
guys are like running
from-
into the bodega. We're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, all right. And yeah, you can drop everything off to Nash. Nash he takes it a little confused, like, all right, thank you. Get to the nomads. Come on, dig around. It's getting late. Let's
Well,
figure
you
this
seemed a
out.
bit- yeah, you seemed a bit antsy on the phone, so maybe eat something and calm the hell down.
Nash,
All right, Mom,
you're-
I'm eating.
You're hangry. You're hangry.
Sorry, I couldn't play calm there for a second. I was gonna go calm
Oh,
down.
Damn.
Really,
All
New
right,
York
back in the car,
style.
everyone.
Yeah. On our way to see the nomads. Do I have any Aldecaldo phone numbers to let them know we're on our way?
No, you don't have. I think we went over some of your contacts. You don't have any direct into it, but you're familiar with the culture at least enough. In a future rank, maybe you can dive into that and make that an official culture thing. But just the fact you grew up in it, you know enough, to get by. And I'll let you know as you go if it's too much or not enough or whatever. But you know enough about the nomads. You know the camp is out there. They do convoys. They do transports. Usually this camp, they'll take orders or people in up until about midnight. It is nighttime now, but you still got a few hours till then. And yeah, no direct contacts, but it's also open to the public. People go out there all the time and hire them for convoys and things. They also sometimes have, games and things going on and markets.
They're
and
one
all
of the
kinds
major
of shit.
players in. They're one
Yeah.
of the major players in like rebuilding, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
they do with convoys, rebuilding, just like the Jodes, all of them,
Yeah.
Could Ali just like kind of using her agent on her little data pool, just kind of like, snap a shot and then kind of do like a few, hashtags about Aldecaldo fans, just kind of being like, I might be in the area, so look out for stray cats.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can do that.
Just in case there's any fans nearby who she can kind of pull some
Yeah.
strings from.
Yeah, you can do that.
You gotta use your Insta.
Yeah, and you guys can get together. You make that post. You make your way out there. Across the center of Night City, out through this kind of suburbish area, out into where it slowly is becoming Badland-ish, I guess. Just right on the outskirts there, and you make it out to their camp. It's pretty much a big open dirt parking lot, a bunch of vehicles, convoys, RVs, and bikes, and just all this leading into the camp. This is pretty much where you park and walk up into the camp. You can see up ahead, a bunch of makeshift tents and yurts, and even some buildings, structures kind of put up out in this area. It's a pretty large camp. You can hear music, people talking, some campfires, like I said.
Smells like home.
Now, everyone, my advice would just be don't date anyone here. I
I will
don't
do
care
my
how hot
best.
they are.
Okay.
I know it's tempting. Believe me.
All right.
Buds and stuff.
So.
Not interested, bud?
Not planning on living that long.
Interesting.
Oh,
Well,
well, I mean,
maybe you'll surprise yourself.
Yeah, who knows?
yeah. I mean, some solos make it to the ripe old age of just horribly crippled in pain, stuck in a chair.
Hey,
Cyber chairs.
nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with a chair.
Advanced now.
Look, chairs are comfortable, you know. There's worse ways to be old. You know what I mean? You know. Anyway, I don't know. I've never been old before.
Yeah, he's one of those deadly solos I heard of.
It's true. It's true. You're talking truth right there. I think let's head on in. Let's see what we can find.
Yeah, you guys can park and start walking your way up to the main camp area, making your way through this, empty
I'm gonna leave
parking
my
lot.
assault rifle in the spirit of non-aggression.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. You leave that in the car. As you're making your way through, the parking lot's pretty empty. It's pretty late at night, full of vehicles and stuff, but no, tailgate party sort of things going on. Other than as you're getting close to the encampment entrance, you do see a really old, frail-looking man kind of up on like a little soapbox in robes, and he's just kind of like preaching. He's just out there talking about, the end of days is coming, people. He's like, don't follow the technology. The technology is ruining all morality for humanity. Leave it behind. No more cyberware. And as you walk by, he kind of like puts his hands out. Any donations for the cause? You're anti-cyberware, anti-technology. Seems a little out of it.
Amen, brother. Yeah, see you later.
Can I hand him like a very small edit note, like just with my hand that has the subdermal grip showing?
Wow, you
So that when I put it in his hand.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah, and he takes it and he's like, "Oh, thank you, sir." He's like, "Don't let it take over."
Too late now.
Oh,
Too
sir,
late now, friend.
I'll pray for you.
Thank you.
Takes the Eddie, sticks it in his pocket. But yeah, you enter the encampment after you pass this guy, and I've got some. Let me see where. Let me get rid of the emergency sirens. You're out in the middle of nowhere. We're not going to have that going. I like the Syrinscape desert sort of marketplace sounds going on, but no sirens. But yeah, you guys make your way out. If you look to roll 20, I'm gonna show you the encampment as you're approaching. Might look a little bit familiar to some, but yeah, as you're getting up, you can see the Aldecaldos just kind of hanging out. There's like a campfire. They're just kind of hanging out, celebrating, drinking. Some just chilling out. Maybe a guy playing some acoustic guitar, and just people socializing. Not a lot of business going on now. It is kind of late, but everybody's hanging out. You can also see big sort of hub yurt tent sort of thing behind them. Looks like that's still open, maybe where people are scheduling or booking. Also off to the side, you also can see sort of to the back another sort of larger tent. And there's some like music and noise and commotion coming from that tent as well. And then behind that, just rows and rows of tents, RVs, makeshift shacks, and things like that where people are kind of living and staying at when they're in this camp.
All right. I'm going to look for somebody that looks like they might be in some sort of a position, somebody that looks like they might be important. And I'm going to walk up to them and say, "Hey, look, I'm Rush. I'm a fixer from the city. I know it's a bit late to talk shop, but we're looking for somebody to talk to about Continental brands."
Oh, yeah, if you need you need to book a combo, you guys with Continental, just go hit up Parker. She's still taking bookings. He kind of points to the tent in the back, the one that's right there. But yeah, we can do some bookings. Just hit up Parker.
Yeah, sure, we'll do. Okay, so this one over here?
Yeah, they point to the tent behind where they're all kind of posted up.
Thank you so much. That's really, really helpful. Look, here's my card. If you need anything, you let me know. Like I said, I'm a fixer. I can set you up.
And he just takes it.
What does this say on your card,
okay.
Rush?
He puts the card in his pocket. He's just like, hopefully you book us. A couple of the others are like just look over and nod.
Says, "Got what you need in a rush." with Russian quotes.
Fantastic. I just wanted to know. Sorry.
I give out T-shirts too sometimes, but I don't have them with me, so.
Can I have one?
Of
Like
course.
later.
Of course. Look, and you can wear it whenever you do your shows and on
That's what I
your
was thinking.
Exactly.
And then I won't wear it.
Oh, that's true. You know what? I realized what I just said there. But yeah, you could have it on at the start, and then you could have it off later, because that's your thing. So, yeah, absolutely. And we'll see if we can get a digital one for you, DeVille. Right? No, yeah.
Wow.
So Hades get it, you know.
I didn't think you had cyber skin, Rush, or are you just blushing?
I'm blushing a little bit. You know me. I'm all about ciphers. My main line. So talking about this makes me feel a little bit, you know. And for you, Slick, you know, I get you one with a gun on it. It'll be great.
Yeah, it'll go.
We'll be wearing the T-shirts.
T-shirts.
I mean, it would be weird if I wear it because it's about me. You know, it's got my name on it. I don't. People know who I am. If I wear my own T-shirt, it's gonna be weird. Anyway,
If we all wear it and we're with you, though, it's like we're your posse.
and you know what? Yeah. I mean, we're a posse now. There we go. You know what? That's we're the edge running posse. That's what people just gonna call us now. Anyway, I don't know.
You guys want to have a seat and have a drink with us while you're hanging out?
Absolutely. I wouldn't
one of
mind
them kinda
having a
like-
dance.
Please. So I talked over you, Ali.
Oh, I would say I wouldn't mind having a dance.
Yeah, one of the guys kind of stands up. He looks kind of buzzed. He's like, "Oh, my lady," kind of reaches out his hand.
I will take that, and I might need to roll.
Yeah, give me that. You got dance?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then the other guy, you know, he's just holding out a couple beers, a couple smashes.
That is a 19.
Nice. Yeah, you're tearing up the dance floor. You're looking good while you do it.
Yeah, she's like really
drunk guy's
kind of
happy.
moving everywhere, filling the whole space, like, and just kind of like trying to entice people in as well. Like people were kind of like sitting down and like more sipping. She kind of like wants to corral them over.
Yeah, a couple people get up and start dancing. You're doing a good job. Couple are talking like, "Hey, look at these people coming in from Continental Brands and tearing up the floor."
Yeah.
I wish they had T-shirts.
Shoot,
That's
next
gonna be
time.
much.
Next time when we come back, I'll bring the T-shirts.
I'll take a can of Smash, put my feet up, light a cigarette.
Yeah, he hands you one of the guys.
All right, since people are smoking, I'll light up a cigar. Yeah, what was the name of the person that we're looking for again?
Parker.
Parker. For some reason, I was thinking Sawyer. That's completely wrong. Okay. Okay, we're having fun right now, though.
We are.
Yeah.
You're up, man.
All right. I'm gonna pop over that tent. You guys want to join me, or are you having fun here?
Me, I'm gonna come. Rush, I'm coming with you.
I'm enjoying the show. You yell if you need anything.
Of course, I can yell real loud, especially when I'm being shot. Don't worry. I think we'll be fine here. Yeah, but you hear the Southern man screaming. You come on over, okay?
If you start a fight in a nomad camp, I am leaving. Sorry, man.
I know better than that. I will do my best. I promise you. My best. Okay, on my way. You coming with me, DeVille? Yeah, anyone else that's coming along, come along. So I'll head over to the tent, find Parker.
Yeah, you can walk in the back. You head up to that sort of yurt tent, set up a bunch of like warehouse racks in the back, a bunch of paperwork. Looks like a lot of analog, not a lot of digital going on here. You can see it's very nomad style. You know, everything's covered in dust, and there's this young girl working behind this counter, and it looks like she's just filing paperwork and putting them in bins and stuff.
Excuse me, are you Parker?
Yeah, that's me. What's up? You gotta do a booking?
Well, I was told to speak with you. I'm sorry for talking shop so late. Now, I've got some questions actually for you. This isn't about a booking, but it might be about a past booking. Would you be able to give me some information on Continental Brands?
Who are you with?
Well, we're independent contractors. And we're actually doing an investigation. Turns out Continental Brands was planning to roll over on you guys.
Give me a conversation roll.
Okay. Here it is. All right, so that's 13.
Okay, cool. And what are you saying? Go for it.
All right, so I'm basically going to outline the situation, but not all the details. It seems there's some bad cable that's come through Continental Brands, and I'll give like the batch number and everything, and I'll show the press release that they were going to put out, and basically say, now look, I know that because of business you have some loyalty to this company, but it seems they have no loyalty to you. I would like to find out whatever information I can about this place to find out where this contamination happened, because people have died. Do you have any information whatsoever?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. She starts reading the paper. And then she like looks up at you. You can tell she's kind of trying to get a read on you, and she's like, yeah, who did you say you're with?
I said we're independent contractors.
Okay. And how did you get a press release like this?
Through our investigation.
Okay. I'll be right back. Just wait right here, okay?
Of course.
She steps out the back of the tent. Disappears for a moment. What's everybody else doing at the campfire? People are just enjoying it. They're dancing with Allie, having some drinks.
Yeah.
People, you can hear them just making small talk about convoys, things that they've seen in Badlands. Just normal nomad shit's going on. What are you guys doing?
Can I make a conversation roll to kind of pick up anything kind of about corporate contracts? Just listening in and chatting to whoever's around. Just pick up anything maybe pertinent without prodding or anything like that. Just a little skim of information.
Yeah, give me a perception.
A physical perception?
No, this will be like audio.
Oh right, but actually sensory, not a like a conversation or a human perception.
Right, you're not trying to prod or talk to him. You're just trying to overhear and kind of see what you can get out of conversations going on. So a little bit of perception there.
13.
Nice, yeah. Nothing major, but you do during conversations about nomad activities, you do hear a couple talking about doing corporate convoys and things like that, and how they're never paid enough, and corporate always wants them to come in under timeline. Like they'll say it'll take 5 days for that convoy, but have it here within 3, shit like that. Just complaining about the corpse.
Yeah,
that's all you're hearing really.
That's it. Yeah.
It's just for flavor, but I think Allie's gonna like really turn up the heat in terms of dancing. Like she wants this dance floor to be pumping, and she's gonna try like a splits death drop. So I'm gonna use contortionist.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me that, and then let's also do a charismatic impact check too on trying to motivate these people, because they're definitely becoming fans of your dance, and you're doing a great job. But let's check that contortionist. 13, nice.
13, and then I'm gonna do my charismatic impact.
Nice, yeah. You pull off the split, and they clap. They're kind of like, oh shit, but no one's really fully getting into it like that. No one's getting that extreme. You're not winning them over too much as a fan, but they're digging it. It's entertaining them.
Yeah, I'm just entertaining. I'm just looking to some goodwill out there.
Exactly. Yeah. No, and they're entertained by it. You pulled it off. It looked cool. Rush, you're back in the tent with Hades, just kind of chilling. After just a moment, she comes back in with the paperwork. Parker comes back in, and she's like, yeah, so why don't you go talk to a couple of our partners here that work with us. I think maybe they can talk to you about this. You mind if I keep a copy of this?
Absolutely. In fact, I think it's good for you all to know who you're in bed with Continental Brands.
Yeah, she does.
It
What was that?
looks like they were going to turn on you.
Yeah, she does a scan with her agent and kind of scans it and then hands it back to him. She's like, "Yeah, if you go back to the row of tents there in residential, and last one all the way on the right. Go talk to Jake and Donna. They're in the last one all the way on the right. They might be able to fill you in on some of this and maybe shed some light. But I'm gonna pass this on to some of our elders and some of our bigger partners in the morning and see what this is all about. This is really shy. Thanks for sharing this.
You're absolutely welcome. I know how hard business can be, and you deserve better than this.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm sorry. But it's better you know who they are. All right. Jake and Donna, you said, yeah?
Yeah, Jake and Donna in the back. I would talk to them. Maybe they can, this is a little bit above me until I can talk to some of the elders and uppers. I can't really talk too much about it. But something like this, I would love to see this kind of be taken care of, obviously. So go talk to Jake and Donna. Yeah, last tent on the right.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your help. If anybody comes looking, you didn't get this from me, okay? Maybe you can forget what I look like.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know who you are, but I appreciate this.
Perfect. If anybody, you don't know what I look like. Just pretend I don't wear a hat. Let's go.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much. Have an excellent evening. Or night, I suppose now.
Bye.
Yeah, she's going on kind of reviewing that press release, and then she kind of gets on her agent. You see her making some calls.
Okay, I'll update everybody on the communicator, just to let them, so everybody in the team knows what's happening and where we are going.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to Jake and Donna, some tents back there. If you want to meet us there, you can. If you're having fun, that's fine. Again, just listen for southern screams, just in case. I don't like getting hit by bullets, so or being stabbed with knives, or like hit with lead pipes or anything like that.
In response, you just hear of another can opening.
So have yourselves some fun. These are good people. But just so you know, if you hear me or Lady DeVille screaming,
I scream very loudly.
She really does, especially when she's on fire.
Yes.
So
Yes.
So heads up.
Are you guys? Well, did you decide? Are you going with Russian Hades back there to the back tent to talk to Jake and Donna, or are you guys staying at the fire?
I'm just keep drinking.
I think I'm
not
gonna
needed.
turn. Yeah, I'm gonna turn up this dance floor if it kills me.
Okay.
All right, so I guess we're heading to Jake and Donna. Still with me, Lady DeVille, or did you want to party too?
No! I can't let you go there by yourself. You could get hit with bullets or lead pipes or slap hands.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's go. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, you guys make your way back through the residential tent section sort of thing, and it's just rows and rows, like I said, with the occasional RV vehicle clearing and such, people hanging out. And you're passing that other huge tent off to the side where there's some commotion going on. And you can see in there that it looks like there's like a bunch of booths and nomads hanging out and people. Looks like it could be a bit of a nomad market. Every once in a while, it's not like it happens all the time, but Rush, you're familiar being a fixer. Similar to a night market, but more along the lines of things maybe nomads have scavenged and found along the way of their travels and things. Maybe some extra things that fell off a truck here and there, you know? But there is a little nomad market going off onto the side, you know? But you make your way to the back, making your way down the rows of tents, and you're getting back to the last one on the right, which was the one that she basically described, saying that that's where Jake and Donna would be. And as you're getting close to that tent, you actually hear a baby crying coming from it.
What is that?
Sounds like a baby.
Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Well, first of all, most important note of business. I'm gonna come back here. We're gonna do some shopping later. But right now, maybe we should introduce ourselves.
Okay. Do we have to
Maybe,
bring a gift for the baby or something? Is that done?
I mean, I don't have much to give to the baby. I've got like one of those food sticks and some kibble. But I mean, I don't know a lot about babies, so I mean, I think we're okay. You know what? I think we're okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't know ahead of time there was a baby, we're not going to be expected to have a gift.
I mean, do they like sticks? What do they do?
I mean, like, I think they like to just pull on hair. That's part of the reason why I shaved my head.
Oh no, the baby can't have my hair. I put a lot of work into this.
Yeah. Speaking of which, it smells a little bit singed. When you're washing up later today, maybe just check and make sure it's but yeah. But look, all you need to know about babies, they eat, sleep, and poop, and that's pretty much their job. So
now I'm even more sad.
yeah, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have been the one to have to tell you that. But I mean, it's better you know. I want to be fair.
Well, and if we go in there and it smells like poop, at least I won't say anything, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, okay. I mean, like, I'm hoping that the sanitary people. Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go in.
So, I mean, you can't knock on a tent, but I would know the proper etiquette of how to introduce yourself at a tent.
Sure.
I'm assuming. Do you like clap?
Yeah, you can go up and just maybe introduce yourself and just say, you're looking for Jake and Donna.
Hey, name's Russ. I'm doing a bit of an investigation, and I was told that I should speak to Jake and Donna.
Yeah, and the sort of yurt tent opens up. You're looking at an older man. Looks kind of a little bit country, very Aldecaldo style, a little dusty, wearing kind of nomad leathers and such. You see about the same age of a female, same type of garb, same style, kind of walk up behind him, holding a baby that she's kind of rocking a little bit, and the baby just kind of stops crying, and she looks up, and the guy kind of looks, and he says, "What, investigator? You were told to come talk to us?"
Yes. Now let me explain the situation. We are investigating Continental Brands. It seems that they've been distributing some contaminated.
This has to do with Continental Brands. Look, I only ate a little bit, and it made me deathly ill anyways. And the female leans in, she's like, "Yeah, you should have known better. You saw that animal get into it. Well, I didn't think it would make me sick." And she's like, "Well, you said it looked fucked up." He's an idiot.
Well, shoot. Are you okay? Cause that stuff's killed people.
No, I'm fine. I just got a little bit sick.
Did you
had some problems?
What were your
Look, it was.
What were your poops like?
Oh, well, geez, I don't want to get too much into that, but I mean, you know how that was. That messed you up. That messed him up.
What?
He's like, "Look, we don't want to get into that. I just,
ma'am, was it bloody?"
Honey, you don't know the half of it. Let's not get into personal things right here. Look, like I said, I only ate a little bit. Made me sick. You know what I mean? I kind of regret that, but I didn't think it would. But look, you knew that thing was fucked up, and you shouldn't have. Like, yeah, but anyways, look, we delivered. It was only a little bit missing. It's all fine. You should be good. If I need to reimburse one little bag, I mean, I'm sure I got a couple ladies here.
Look. No. I'm not. We're not from Continental Brands.
Oh.
We're investigating them because of that contamination. Now, you're telling me that the product was contaminated before it got to you.
No, I mean, I don't think it was contaminated before it got to me. I mean, well, you idiot! Why don't you just tell me that stupid animal got into it? Well, I know, but I didn't think it was going to make me sick. I mean, you saw that thing. You said it had black eyes and was drooling. It had like black saliva. I know. Look, I look, we go and we pick up. We did it. It was just Route 52. We go and we pick up from Continental Brands over on the East Coast in the Boz Wash corridor. We bring it back on the way. You know, we stop off, had a little job, pick up a cow from a laboratory, all right, over there in the Dixie on the way back. And, you know, they didn't pay for private transport, so, yeah, and you didn't have to put that thing in the same truck with all the food either. Like, yeah, no. Well, you know, I paid the price, you know what I mean? I caught me a case of the Green Apple Quick Steps, if you know what I'm saying. I think that cow might have been sick or something. I'm pretty damn sure. Oh, you think? You said they had black eyes and black spit. It's, like I told you, he really is an idiot.
Did the cow spit on all the food?
Well, he got into it a little bit, but, you know, I thought it'd be fine. Like the note said for pickup, it said, look, pickup, it's fine, just don't mess with it. Right, don't mess with it, but you eat the food, it gets... Look, I'm telling you, he's a fucking idiot.
So, hold on. You think you got sick because the cow touched it, or did the cow get sick from eating the same stuff you ate?
No, I'm pretty sure that cow might have got the kibble sick. It got into it. It was looking like shit. But we picked it up from that lab in the Dixie, and
where did the cow go?
Well, they came and picked that up, just some private pickup once we got back. But
who's they?
I don't know, just some private pickup. You know, we take it here. They come do it. Whatever it is, I'm in charge of driving that route.
Well, you see, we're trying to
you
track
did a real
down
good job being in charge of that, huh? Honey, please, just shut up.
I don't want to get in the middle of your maritals.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I think you already kind of started something here between our maritals, and I not really appreciate it.
We're not trying.
Boy, that was your fault. Your fault. You're the one who got into it. You saw that animal get into it, and then you got into it. What did you think was going to happen? Honey,
I mean, it does sound like you kind of got into it.
Somebody's into it right now, you know.
Yeah, I'm getting into it.
That's a little bit of what it sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot.
There's a bit of into it happening. Now, all details. I would like to know that. So this cow has black eyes and it looks all messed up. It's a private pickup. It ate some of the kibble. You think that whatever came from the cow got on the kibble. And I'm guessing it's people's hands that got contaminated from the bags, and that's how they got sick, because I can't see how the cow's spit would get inside the bag. I need to understand how this works.
Yeah, I mean, well, the cow got into the kibble, I guess, and maybe that's what infected it. That's what I'm guessing. You know, I'm not a scientist, so I'm not really educated enough to get into that. Yeah, you're not educated to get much into nothing at all. Yeah, no, that thing looks sick as shit, and he went and stole some of it. Honey, please, will you just shut the fuck up? Listen, he got into it. I'm pretty sure that's what got him sick. Whatever that lab is doing with those animals, that's what caused this shit. I'm pretty sure about that.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, that's rough. Now look, and I'm gonna show him the press release. Now look, it seems like what you did got this stuff contaminated, and Continental Brands knows, and they were about to out you guys. They were about to go against you, the Aldecaldos. Look at this. Read this thing.
I don't have my reading glasses, honey. Will you? And she kind of takes it. She's like, bitch, you don't need no glasses. He can barely read. He is truly an idiot. Hold on one second.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so now they're trying to frame the Aldecaldos. They're trying to frame us for you taking a little bit and letting that shit get infected, okay?
Well, hey, look, it's not a frame job if you actually did it. Did you get this contaminated?
I didn't contaminate shit. That cow got into it. I didn't do shit.
Shoot, come on. You're stuck in the back of your trailer. Maybe you should talk to your wife a little bit more and she can convince you. Look,
Hey, they didn't pay for a private transport. Look, who are you? Trying to pin this on me? I didn't do shit.
It's been a long day.
You know what? Good luck with your shit. He closes the tent.
Good luck with yours. Yeah, change that baby's diaper. It stinks in here. Now, okay. Gosh, man. I'm sorry, Miss DeVille. It's been a long day.
It was
you hear the baby start crying again, and they start arguing, and you can hear like, "What the fuck? You just got that baby crying? I just was trying to get it crying. Honey, I didn't start any of this. Those motherfuckers trying to pin that on me." And they start arguing.
I give it a year.
A year.
Damn.
Rush! It was that guy's fault.
Yeah, and I feel bad for the Aldecaldos because I was giving them all the benefit of the doubt and whatnot. Now,
Well, I
shoot.
don't think they did it. I think he did it specifically.
Should have found out where he got that cow.
Hades is just gonna like stick her head in the tent flap and to the wife be like,
Mrs. Baby Lady, where did the cow come from?
Yeah, she kind of pokes up again. She just leans in. She's like, honey, please, I don't want to get involved with any of this. It's that lab in the Dixie. And he kind of steps. He's like, don't tell them anymore. That dude's obviously an asshole. He's trying to pin this on me. Honey,
Look, I'm an asshole, but she's nice. You're
I'm
Dr.
not an asshole.
Look, people, please don't
Look,
cause
I
us
have
any
lots
more
of-
shit. It's that lab. It
Right?
has nothing to do with us, please.
Do you know the name of the lab?
The guy kind of leans in and pushes her back a little bit. He's like, we know nothing, man. It's Route 52. It's a private pickup. I have nothing to do with it. You know what? Here.
We're on Route 52.
He kind of jots down and hands you these coordinates. He's like, look, that's where the lab is. You want to go check that out?
Thanks.
You go get on them. It had nothing to do with me.
Thank you. We'll leave you in peace. Have a happy marriage. We love you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, partner. He closes
You're welcome.
the tent. They start arguing again.
I knew a guy just like him when I was a kid. He was an asshole. I bet he's still an asshole. That's probably the same asshole.
I bet that's the guy you knew as a kid.
Probably.
I bet that's the
Damn. Shoot.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. Can you read this? I can't read this.
Dang. Can I read his handwriting?
Yeah, you can barely read it. I won't make you do an intelligence check, but yeah, you can at least get these coordinates. And for sake of at least streamlining that, because same as like what Bud did with the other, you easily can plug it into your agent and see it's coming up somewhere in the Dixie. It's unlisted. It's not listed as like an address. It's unlisted sort of coordinates, but it is over in the Dixie. That at least aligns with what he said.
Does the Dixie? That's like in
What is
state,
that?
like it's nearby, or
Yeah,
is that in
Dixie,
Texas?
Yeah, no, exactly. You have basically the Texas, the independent state, where Texas is, and then beyond that, when Louisiana starts, that's when the Dixie starts, and that hits all the way over to the East Coast.
It's the southeast.
I should've
Exactly,
known that.
southeast, and it hits basically where the Boswash corridor hits. That's going down the East Coast from the whole Boston, Washington. The last left government runs down that corridor, but leading into that is a big chunk of the Dixie, which is still South run and owned. Usually, and you would know it too. You're from Louisiana. Lots of independent militias, very wild West, but also has a little bit of that Southern charm going on. It's the Dixie.
Okay.
Wait, are we going on a road trip?
Maybe.
It's
I
right
think I
about
should call
then.
Nash.
Nash is calling you.
Actually, now.
Look, I was just about to call you.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna call me, right? You're always gonna call me and check in, right?
I was just about to call. Listen, I just had to talk to this asshole. I'll tell you about it later. But let me tell you what he told me.
Okay,
There's
fill me in.
some sort of a contaminated cow was drooling all over this shipment in the back of one of their transports. He thinks that the contamination came from the cow. Said the cow had black eyes, and I'll describe the cow as it was described to me. And it came from this location in the Dixie. I'll send it your way, just in a message here from my agent in a moment. But,
Okay,
yeah.
how do you feel about that? Does this line up? Is this seeming legit?
I mean, it seems legit, and I have no other leads, unfortunately.
Then this is what we're
Continental
doing. This
brand.
is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. Call it a night. Get back in here tomorrow afternoon. That should give me enough time. I'm going to arrange a transport. I'm going to see if I can at least get a private transport going. Y'all are heading to the Dixie. You're going to find out what's going on at this location. If it is what he's saying, get me that sample of the virus. We still need a sample. I want to break this before someone else does. Otherwise, we're not doing our fucking job and we're going to get cut from funding. So you're going to the Dixie. Come in tomorrow afternoon.
Sure.
All right, later. He hangs up.
Come on, man. This guy.
Damn.
And that's where we'll call our session.
Left, right, and center.
Road trip.
Yay!
Oh, this is going to be good.
I'm sorry about
I
always.
needed a holiday anyway.
I'm sorry I was
No,
cutting
no.
you off, but I gotta play Nash proper, man. I gotta play him proper.
It's
so good.
It's the
It's
running.
so
It's the
good.
running gag. It's got to keep happening.
It is perfect.
It is perfect.
It's great. No, it's perfect.
Oh my god.
Oh, so good.
We had a similar
That
thing
married
now.
couple. I mean,
yeah.
perfect, man.
Where did that baby come from?
No.
Luckily, me and Val have this baby prop for the movie that we're doing in May. There's a scene, you'll see it in the film. We had to get like a realistic baby, so I was like, fuck, I'm bringing it in. I'm playing it out. I always love any opportunity as a GM. I've done it in other streams people have seen. I love trying to run 2 NPCs at the same time. Little confliction, getting to go back and forth.
So
this time I was like,
good.
oh, I can show it this time, not just do it vocally, but I have a baby to use. I was like, I'm going for it.
So good.
Great.
So
That's
good.
every GM's like nightmare is playing multiple NPCs at once, and you did it.
You love it.
Oh, I love it.
Amazing.
Just
Amazing.
nailed it. Someone commented like Andy Serkis level. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, right on. Yeah.
Nice.
And I just know you had that baby just off camera the whole session. Just
I
like,
know.
Yeah.
we
Well,
gotta get
especially
that.
it was especially funny when I'm done and then Hades decides to poke back in and I'm like, oh shit, she's talking about, and I'm like grabbing the
Baby was here the whole time. What?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Rob's just got like a table of props just sitting.
That was
That's
perfect.
funny.
just today.
Now that was awesome though. I had a lot of fun. We tried to keep it within time, which I think was great. You guys played it out, and I didn't have to hold back or force things or draw. Like, I don't know. Today was perfect with timing and pacing. I felt really good about it, and
Yes.
you guys did awesome with, I don't know, figuring out and dealing with everything. You had such lucky rolls too, because like I totally was planning to play those guards proper, like coming back to, hey, we called the cops, you might as well give up, kind of hold you down there till the cops get there. But my God, you destroyed them in like 1 and 2 shots. They didn't even get to run away. Like I was like, okay, if they get really wounded, I'm gonna play them proper. They're gonna retreat, let the cops handle it. But my God, they didn't even get a chance. You guys just dominated those rolls. You destroyed everybody. It was awesome.
But through him.
Yeah, and then
We're just better.
and Rush remembering getting rid of the camera footage, things like that. I feel like it's all coming together. We're starting to get a team dynamic that's really like, I don't know, leaning on each other for different things and then reminding each other. I don't know, it feels natural, and I really enjoyed today's session a lot.
Same.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
great.
Yeah,
Me
absolutely.
too.
And everybody in chat too. It was awesome. Everybody sticking around and contributing ideas and being part of it. We really appreciate that too. Make sure you subscribe and you follow Syrinscape here on Twitch. Go over to YouTube and make sure you subscribe to the Syrinscape YouTube so you can check out all the archived VOD stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you go over to Twitch and follow and subscribe so you can join the live stream sometime. Thanks PWB for the follow. That's awesome. And yeah, before we call it quits here, let's just go around the table one more time. Everybody, remind them, who you are, where they can find you, and yeah. Let's see, Phil, why don't you start it off this time?
Hey, yo, it's me, Phil. Phil
Hey!
hey! As we said before, part of Baby Beard Media with Ellen and 2 colleagues. She's actually above me this time. That's awesome. So yeah, we do a TTRPG podcast. It's called Roll to Cast, ROLE. Different season, different system, different storytellers. It's a really cool show. We've done some Red, done some 2020, and a few other things as well. Ellen's first storytelling season is coming up very soon with some kids on bikes. Otherwise, check out our YouTube or follow at BabyBeard Media on your socials to find out what we're doing.
Yep, and a reminder to everybody too, the guys in Syrinscape, when they VOD this on YouTube, they put everybody's Twitter handle in the description, so make sure you go to the description, get everybody's Twitter handle, hop over to Twitter, and give us all a follow. We would really appreciate that, and then you can keep up to date with not just this, but all the other cool shit we all do, because we all put out so much cool stuff. You don't want to miss any of it. But Rockette Fox, why don't you take the mic?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I meant to start. Hey.
Exactly, yeah. We're all New Yorkers when we end, don't forget.
I'm Rockette Fox, and yeah, you can find me over at my channel, twitch.tv/RocketteFox, where I'm hither, thither, and all over the place. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Central, am going to be doing my normal Friday afternoon stream, but I'm going to be doing a 3 instead of 2 hour session for poetry for National Poetry Month. So we're gonna be doing some reading. We're gonna be getting literary.
Nice.
So that's gonna be fun. And then next week is actually the season 2 kickoff for Fantastically Strange, my podcast. So if you like weird history and science stuff, it is a podcast for your ear holes.
I love that.
And I'm super excited too because next week I am first time starting off on a show with Kobold Press, which is Court of the Night Fae, and that's going to be Monday nights. So super stoked about that as well. It's going to be a lot of courtly intrigue, and that is going to be over on Kobold Press's channel. So
Awesome.
I'm
Very
around.
Nice. Ellen,
Hi, I'm Ellen. Oh, shit.
get it right.
Hey!
No, get that H out of there. It's A.
Hey! Forget about it. I'm Ellen. Of course, I'm with Baby Beard Media with the lovely Phil. I would also recommend everyone checking out our Instagram. We don't use it as much anymore, but it does have a fantastic layout of the whole Cyberpunk Red series of cosplays I did, where I did a cosplay for most of the roles in Cyberpunk Red. Super fun. You can find me on Twitter at EllenKGraham1. And I'd also just like to shout out this awesome character art that I got
awesome.
of Alley Cats commissioned by Ironic Orange on Twitter. They were so lovely. Same guy.
That is awesome.
So yeah, please check them out and send any commissions their way. And you can also find me personally on Instagram at EllieBean96.
Awesome. Brandon.
I'm Brandon Perkins, and you can find me as DM_Brando.
Wait, let's back that up a little bit. You know how to start it. Hey!
Anyway,
We were all
Hey.
like, oh my god, did he forget? Is he really? Where was he like a minute ago?
I totally forgot, you know?
The shortest
It's
memory.
not full. I'm like a goldfish over here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, my name is Brandon Perkins. Hey! And you can find me at DM_Brando on all kinds of socials. This is what I use. I use that so people don't forget that I DM sometimes. And, I play Dungeons and Dragons, and I play Cyberpunk, and I'm stoked, and I cannot wait for our next game. Feel free to find me on Realmsmith as well. We're playing on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific, doing Curse of Strahd. So, fun times into the mist.
Oh yeah. And me? Hey, I'm Rob Mulligan over here. Rob Mulligan over here. No, but Cyberpunk Uncensored, that's my brand. That's what I founded. You can go to cyberpunkuncensored.com. You'll see all the links there. Make sure you give me a follow, a subscribe on Twitch, on YouTube. Go check out the website. Bunch of free stuff there. We stream interviews, series, gameplay, all kinds of stuff, as well as making a GM Tips series, GM Roundtable series, Deep Dive series, Night City Live series, just anything and everything Cyberpunk. Go check it out. Also join the Discord. We're really trying to build up the community and just create a free Scream Sheet project and all kinds of stuff. So we'd love to see everybody there. And then also, just one more time, I just want to plug Syrinscape. Make sure everybody goes and checks out the sound sets that they offer. Make sure you give a follow, a subscribe there. And like I said, in the description, we got everybody's Twitter links and things like that. So just show everybody some support. We would really appreciate that. That being said, I do want to let everybody know that this is a weekly stream. However, I am hired to go do some film work. I am a filmmaker. I do producing, directing, and production design and all kinds of stuff. And for the month of May, I'm hired to go work on a film. We're doing some traveling and all kinds of stuff. So we will not be streaming or doing gameplay for the month of May. So we're going to take a little break, but Syrinscape is going to do reruns. So anybody that wants to rewatch the first 3 sessions and make sure you've got all the details of the story, session 0 up through 3, you're going to see them over the next 4 weeks. And then when we hit June, we'll be back at it, and we'll start right where we left off with the team at the Nomad camp. Rush just got hung up on by Nash, as usual, telling him, take the night and tomorrow during the day for yourselves, come back in the afternoon. He's going to try to arrange a little convoy or transport or something to get them over to the Dixie to go see what's up with this lab or these coordinates or whatever. So that's what's up. Again, everybody in chat, thank you so much for being part of this. We really appreciate it. And thanks again to the guys in Syrinscape. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Thanks.
Nazi metal.